Welcome to Soapdish. Hi, Teri.
Hello, Mark Taylor. How you doing?
I'm real well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Rainfall, nice and cloudy right now.
It's been raining here in Minnesota for like 3 days solid. So I think it's finally
Yes.
going to get better tomorrow. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And we needed it, as you mentioned earlier. So
Oh yeah. And you know, you're in Minnesota, you gotta talk about the weather.
I know. How's the weather then? That's how we
Yeah.
talk up here.
Oh
It's,
yeah, it's good.
people think
now.
we're like the movie Fargo, Terry. You know that, don't you?
No, they do.
Yeah, so then, how's the weather then there?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We don't quite fit the
That's,
stereotype. We're
no,
close.
not really.
Yeah. All right. All right, let's talk bold and beautiful.
Yes.
All right. Wow. Were you surprised by this one, Terry? Taylor actually proposed to Ridge.
I
I'm like,
was.
wow.
I was.
Actually, I was impressed with that writing because I was trying to figure out how the hell they were going to get Ridge to a point where he's going to, actually commit to Taylor. And
Yes.
he's not. So how do
No.
they do that? And this is how they do it. I thought it was good writing.
It was very good writing. And I gotta say though, at first, I thought he was gonna say no.
Yeah, but Ridge is, he's had a lot of scenes, Terry, with that old stone-faced where you do the old. And he just pauses for like 10 seconds, and then they go to commercial.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm with you. Every time I see that, I'm falling for it. I'm kind of like, well, I think he's going to say no, but he doesn't.
Yeah. And he was actually really good. The response was good, about how happy he is and and I think
Do you think he's convinced himself, though? I kind of do. Or do you think he really loves? I think he does love her.
I think he
in a
really
certain
loves
way.
her.
Yeah, I do too.
I think he is really committed to her. I think he'd like to have sex with Brooke.
Oh,
I mean,
tell me what you really
let's
think.
just
Terry.
lay it out on the line.
Let's just put it out there.
Yeah. Well, come on.
I love your honesty. That's awesome. That's fun. You might be right. Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah.
So he says yes, as you mentioned, Terry.
Yeah.
We were both shocked by that, but here's the sideline to that. So Nick, your old man crush,
Yes.
Nick, while dining or standing, I'm not sure what he was going to Dijon. You say
Il
it.
Il
Diargoino.
Giardino.
Yeah,
Il
thank you.
DiGiorno. What the
El
heck?
Diargoino. Is that like
That's like pizza, isn't it?
like Chef Boyardee?
I think so.
El Diargoino. Sorry, thank you. We haven't talked about that for a while, so I kind of lost it. Anyway, he overhears Taylor, or I'm sorry, overhears Taylor and Ridge, the whole conversation. So I thought he was going to be super tickled, but he wasn't. I mean, he is, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, when he went back to he went back to Forrester Creations after that, after he overheard all that, and Ridge said yes, and he knew all that. So then he goes back and he kind of nicely breaks it, I thought, to Brooke. That's where I thought he'd be more like giddy about it, like, oh, now's my chance, which he's playing it cool. Nick knows how to play it
is. And I can respect that. I thought that was really cool. He wasn't trying to be, or like,
what a jerk.
well,
or,
now,
whatever. Yeah.
not at all. And I think that would have more sway with Brooke anyway, instead of him coming in and saying, guess what I found out. That
she's still
would
in
not
love
play
with him.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, her destiny. I
get so tired of that.
I know. Makes you want to
But
go.
he tells, Brooke always tells everybody, he's my destiny.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Whatever you say, dear. Okay.
I am hoping it's the end of Bridge.
I hate to break it to you, Terry, but I doubt it. I do too, but I doubt it.
All right.
You think
well,
I think they'll come back with it.
God, I hope not.
Maybe not.
I really hope not. I'm really over it.
Me too.
But
Hey, Teri, I was over it like 3 marriages ago.
How many times were they married? I
know.
think just the two of them must be
You've
5.
brought it up before. It's been a few years, but you brought that up once. You counted them.
Yes.
I think it was like 7 or 6 or 7 or something
yeah.
that you counted. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So let's switch gears. So much of the storyline surrounds around Luna and her whole hatred for Steffy, which is misplaced. But anyway,
to say the least.
just a little. So everybody's worried. I mean, we've been talking on the show for days about, with Steffy and Finn and the one that actually makes sense is Crazy Sheila. I'm like, wow. She was talking to her the other day, and I'm like, holy Hannah, Sheila, you're actually making some sense here. Are you sane? Did you become sane again, or what?
Well, maybe, but who knows? We'll see what happens down the road.
So
but
anyway,
at least Sheila did visit her, and
she did, and she gave her some sound advice.
Yeah, and also wondered why Will was so had such a change of heart suddenly, and to be careful. That was interesting.
Right, that was interesting. All right, so Will gets together with your favorite and my favorite TV detective.
Yes.
Now Chief of Police, Chief Baker.
Where's the hot dog?
Where's the hot dog? He didn't walk into the Forrester home with a hot dog in a bun, which he usually does.
Yeah.
I was disappointed, Teri.
Yes.
So Will hatches this plan. I thought this is cute because, here's the chief, he's laying all his stuff down, and then Will comes up with this brilliant idea that he'll wear a wire and he'll he'll turn on the charm with Luna basically and get her to confess to being after Steffy or hatching a plan or whatever. So anyway, so I thought that's funny, and of course Baker go, well, let me get the detectives over here with the monitoring, the bugs and the camera equipment, and we'll get it all hooked up.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Okay.
How often does that happen?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. This is just, it's just Los Angeles, Teri. They're not that busy.
Right. No.
That's
got
funny.
nothing to do.
So Will goes over to Luna's house. That's what's next. And he basically tells Luna that he's broken up with Electra and that he's, now he said, I realize I'm interested in you, Luna, and he wants to have a relationship with her. She seems to buy it for a while.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
I think that Sheila's warning kind of got her thinking, and because she keeps saying prove it, let's do the deed right here, and he's more hesitant.
So he tells her he wants a deeper. He had a good comeback on that. He said, I want a deeper relationship than just sex.
Yeah.
Like Brooke.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So anyway, today, they kind of get engaged, and we don't know where it's going, but we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
If she's going to fall for it, or if she's going to. I think she's going to fall for it because I think the story is going to go from there, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Now is my segment. What would Teri do with the current storylines that we kind of discussed, or anything else?
I think for one, we're going to see Will in danger. I think that Electra, I think Luna's going to wonder, why aren't you just ripping my clothes off right now? And
yeah, why isn't he?
Yeah, because Electra's watching and she is not happy. And it's like, Electra, don't be a child. He is doing what he set out to do.
Right.
So you have to expect that, or don't watch.
Right. Or just leave.
There's no right. But so I think that that Luna's going to find out what he's doing, because she attempted today to take his shirt off. She's going to attempt to do it again, and he's going to hold back. And she's going to want to know why and rip it open. That's what I
think.
Yeah. And
Microphone.
She sees that, and that gun is cocked and ready to go. Because before he got over there, she did whatever it is you do with the gun to put in the chamber. I don't know how it works. I've never used a handgun. I don't know how it works. So you can tell me if that makes sense. That she had loaded it. Okay.
She loaded it, yeah.
Okay. So it's sitting ready to go in the drawer. I think she's going to grab it. I think she's going to go for it. And I think that's when the cops are going to go, oh, God. And they're not going to get there in time. I think Will's going to get shot.
Oh, do you? Wow.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it'll be deadly, but I think he's
Is that
going to
what
get
you
shot.
would do, or you think that's what the writers are
I
gonna
think
do?
that's what I would do.
That's what you would do.
I
you
would
think
write
that's what
that
the
in.
writers will do?
Yes.
Or do you think they'll go a different direction?
I think they're going to do it. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Somehow I think I still think it's going to be Steffi's going to be the target, but maybe it's Will first.
She's definitely the target, but
they need to write her off the show somehow, with having the baby in real life. So
true.
Yeah. I don't know.
Good point. Good
but
point.
I can't see clear of how they handle this this scenario in terms of he leaves. Let's just say that he convinces her that he's being truthful and that he does care about her, Luna.
Yeah.
And it continues from there, and she goes and does something to Steffy, but I don't know. Then there's got to be something else in between there.
Because the one thing that I thought where the story was going was that Luna was going to kidnap Hayes.
I did too.
Because she made that origami thing, and it would be easy. And
right.
that would have been the easiest storyline. And that would have sent Steffy into panic mode. And
right.
So who knows? But I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they will turn it. But and where's Remy?
Where's Remy?
I mean, he saw her try to shoot like we talked about last time, shoot what is it, the picture of her at the shooting range?
The range. I think that he'll be her downfall because Remy will, because I think what's going to happen is he's going to squeal on her, but I think it's going to be after the fact, because I think Steffi's going to end up in a coma, and Remy's going to come forward and say, well, it's, basically seal it for her, for Luna, that she's the shooter.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, they're going to know it anyway, but even, Chief Baker being a crackerjack investigator / chief, he'll figure it out.
Well, the other thing I thought about was, excuse me, so Electra is now all, freaked out because she sees Will with, making out.
Engaged with another woman.
Yes, so maybe Electra will try to do the deed, finally, and have sex with Will, but she's going to keep seeing him kissing Luna and then not be able to
go through with it.
Yeah. That was one of my thoughts. And I think Brooke, of course, is going to try to seduce Ridge. Typical crap. She'll put on lingerie and come walking out, and she'll be turning on the charm, and then Taylor will walk in on it. I
can
don't know.
see that over at Brooke's house where she invites him over, and then
Yeah.
he
talk.
walks in, and she's wearing a sexy
Yeah.
Brooks a gown from the Brooks bedroom line,
Yes. Yes.
the famous, infamous.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, but I do think, so just take that, let's take that a step further. So the
Okay.
whole Ridge, you're hoping that the Ridge / Brooke thing's
Bridge.
over.
Yes.
Bridge.
I do.
I don't think it is. I'm going to predict, actually, I'm going to say that the writers are going to write that back in again.
Really?
That he's going to... I know.
I am so tired of it. I mean, I get it, but it's like, and the thing is, like, normal women would flip flop. No, pick one and then go. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know too many women either that would put
That would wanna be
in real
second
life
best.
would actually put up with that
Back and
being
forth,
second
back and
best
forth.
back. You know,
Yeah.
if he got away with it once, he'd be lucky.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. Tough Teri. Tough Teri's laying it down.
That's right. That's
All
right.
All right. Well, we'll see where it all goes.
Well, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen with Bill, too. Bill is going to be in this somehow with the Luna thing. Because when he saw her last time, he was done. He was
He's
done with her.
Yeah, he is. He's done with her.
So that's another reason why I think that Will might get hurt. And then Bill will come in. I don't know. We'll
That'll
see.
be interesting.
Yeah.
I think in the next few days we'll get a better idea where they're headed with all that. But we'll see.
I'm just getting
Hopefully.
exhausted. Yeah,
I
I
am too.
know.
I'm just exhausted.
Don't drag it out.
Don't
please.
drag, especially the Brooke thing.
Stop
Good
it.
God, let's figure it out. You know, I was actually, Teri, I'm going to say this. I like Nick as an actor. I think he's
Yes.
really good. But I think it would have been interesting to bring back some mysterious guy that shows up there. That, you know, and you could have done all kinds of stuff with that. Made a storied past. That's what
Yes.
I would do with the Brooke line.
Yes.
Or the Brooke story, I'm sorry.
I like that.
I would
Are these
have
people- are
brought
the
in
writers
some Mr.
listening?
Mystery. You gotta create some new storyline here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job, Mark. All right.
Mr. Bell, give me a call. I'm available. I'm retired.
Yes. You could write it.
Yeah. For a small consulting fee, I would give you some assistance.
There you go. All right.
All right, Teri, until we dish again.
Keep it sudsy.
And we're out.